Oh, we're early, aren't we? Whoops. I wasn't thinking of the time. Well, uh, either way. Um, there we go. Okay. Hi, aviators. Hi, Cass. Hi, Bucket. Hi, anyone else. Yeah. It's a chatting stream today, in the middle of the day on Saturday. What a weird time, right? I kind of wanted to start doing these. Hi, Aizu. I kind of want to start doing these just because, like, I know not everyone can make it to the weekday one due to time zones or work or what have you. So I figured, you know, occasionally throwing in a bone for the afternoon goers, for the Europeans. Hello, Alejandro. What are we yapping about? A good question. I do have a few talking points, which we will get to short. But yeah. So I'm probably gonna try to do these at least once or twice a month moving forward. Which is what I wanted to do when I started making chatting streams anyway, but then I kind of just didn't. And ooh, a turtle, nice. Turtles are cool. We get them around here sometimes. You might be wondering why I'm off center. I think it's left over from when I had pictures up, which I'm going to be pulling some pictures up in a bit here, so I might as well just leave myself here. But, so, sorry again for no Yakuza on Thursday. A couple of you in the Discord are already aware of this, but to explain it for everyone else, and to explain it more thoroughly for the people who are in the Discord, I had an appointment on Thursday morning. So I had to be up a bit early, and on top of that, and on top of falling asleep a bit later than I wanted to, classic, not super late, but later than I was supposed to, I got woken up, or I woke up an hour and a half before my alarm went off, because I needed to use the bathroom. I'm like, I'm really tired. I'm just gonna lay here and vegetate for a couple minutes, and then I'll go use the bathroom. And in that couple minutes, someone went in to take a shower. And we only have one bathroom. So what was going to be like a 3, 4, maybe 5 minute delay turned into more of like a 15 delay. And so by the time I was able to go and get back to bed, my body was up and I was kind of in that state. And so I spent the next like 40-45 minutes in that state of like not sure if I can fall asleep or not. Every time I try to fall asleep, I spring awake. Every time I think I won't be getting back to sleep, I start to feel like I'm about to fall asleep. And by the time I did actually get back to sleep, I got maybe 20 minutes before my alarm. And then the appointment took like 20 minutes longer than it was supposed to because okay, not only did the appointment itself take longer, I had to wait longer because I guess they were behind. Like, my appointment was, let me actually double check my texts because I was texting someone while I was waiting. What is the timestamp on this? Yeah, so so my appointment was for 10:15. I did not get checked, like, by the assistant until, like, basically, by the time I had actually been seen, it had been almost a half hour after my scheduled appointment time, and I'm pretty sure the appointment itself took a bit longer than it would have otherwise because I needed to have my ears cleaned. And so the end result is that I was out way longer than I should have been, and the whole time I am just like dead. Like, I am like so tired. Like, if I just laid down, hi Northy, yep, early. I'm like so tired. Like, if I could have just laid down at any point, I would have probably zonked out. Oh, welcome back, Cass. Hi, Array. And I spent the rest of the day feeling like that. I actually took an hour nap when I got home, which I know you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to nap for more than like 20, 30 minutes. But I did, and it did not help. I still felt really dead. And that is why I did not stream in the evening, because I was like, I could have streamed. Like I had a cup of black tea after dinner, and that helped me wake up a bit. I probably could have, like, I thought it was like 20 to 40. May have been napping wrong then, because I've been taking like, I've been trying to shoot for like anywhere between like 20 and 30, but anyway, so like I probably could have streamed, but it would have been very low energy, and and there was a good chance I would just cancel early, and I wasn't really happy with either of those possibilities, so that's why I canned it. I'm sorry. I will get back to Yakuza next week. We will go buy those wine bottles. As for the... You're here to talk about books, so I don't know if any of you have read any books lately. I know Oz, who is asleep right now, has been like listening to like some audiobooks and stuff. But like, I've noticed that I do better with ebooks, and I think it's because I don't have to like be constantly looking down. I don't have to like angle things or hold the book a certain way. Like when I'm ready to go to the next page, I can just hit page down and not like futz with the pages. Book. Oh, do you mean naps, Northy? Yeah, the Magical World book I read. Yeah, which for those of you who are not familiar, I did actually assemble a few book covers for today, so this one right here, Magica Riot, go read it. The first 2 chapters are free to read or to listen to. If you like magical girls and you don't want like edgy depression deconstruction simulator, read this. I know I've shilled about it before, but I will shill about it again, and I will continue to shill about it again because it was an extremely good read for me. And it did give me some ideas on things, but that's neither here nor there. Aside from that, I did also read a short story recently. User Not Found, a dystopian censorship tale. This one, also Magica Riot is like 10 bucks tops, so you know. So this one was this was a $2 short story on itch.io. It was kind of, basically it's like it follows this person who is like investigating fanfics, basically hunting down fanfics that violate the dystopian corporate rules and reporting them to like the AI overseer. And he kind of gets more than he bargained for at one point. The color schemes. Oh yeah, no. Like, I should clarify that both this and Magica Riot are written by like, LGBT people. So, you know, that you are getting. Another thing that I should say, this story in particular does have a couple explicit parts. It slightly blindsided me. It's not like super duper detailed, but it's more detailed than you might expect. But it's still a very interesting read, I thought. And it's only $2, so $2 for something you can read in like an hour. I think that's pretty good. Aside from that, because oh yes, also back to Magica Riot, the main character is trans, so. You know, Cass, I guess when you put it that way, it's not that surprising. As for other reads, so I actually got 2 books, like physical books, from Barnes & Nobles last week, and this is one of them, Gate to Kagoshima. The author is actually like a Japanese descendant, and which I mean actually You could have probably guessed that, but basically, this story is, let me read the synopsis to you. I have the book right. While in Japan researching her family's history, a vicious typhoon sends Ila Mackenzie 128 years back in time to the dawn of the Satsuma Rebellion. There she meets her ancestors and a charismatic samurai, Kei, with whom she unexpectedly finds romance. But unlike her beloved, Ila knows about the looming samurai rebellion and Kei's fate. Should she attempt to change history, or somehow make her way back to the life she'd had before? Compulsively readable, historically grounded, and irresistibly immersive, it is an unforgettable tale of duty and timeless love. So I read the first chapter, and it was pretty interesting because, like, not a lot happened. The first half of the chapter establishes the main character and her motivations and goals. And the second half kind of sets up some of the characters that I assume she's going to be meeting once she gets sent back. It's... Yeah, I don't know. There's also this cool little thing where, like, the pages, like, the sides of the pages have, like a pattern on them, like a flower... Like, it basically, it continues the pattern from the cover of the book off to the right side, which is really cool. I don't think I've seen a book that does that. I'm not saying that there are not other books that do that. Obviously, I am not the most book experienced person, but yeah, this is interesting. I do want to read more of it. I've just been studying a lot lately. And then there is this book, Sisters of the Sky, which I bought but did not yet read. And this one, let's see. October 1941. As war rages in the Soviet Union, Nina is devastated as she watches her younger brother being sent off to the front. She's witnessed so many soldiers go to war and never return, and with her father already on the battlefield, her brother is her only family left. Sick of feeling helpless and determined to fight for her motherland, Nina and her best friend Katya decide to volunteer for the first female-only aviation regiment led by the legendary pilot Marina Raskova. Or is it Raskova? I don't know. But fighting a war is nothing like they expected, and soon the battle lines are no longer restricted to the front. A forbidden love begins to blossom, and Nina is faced with the ultimate betrayal. Will Nina and her loved one make it out alive? So that'll be interesting when I get to it. I do look forward to reading this. It's probably going to be more depressing. I mean, both of these books are probably going to be kind of depressing, but I'm still interested. I do love a good war story. I grew up with the History Channel. Don't... That isn't what I was thinking, honestly, Northy. I just thought it was gonna... I'm assuming it's going to be here. Because remember, this was the 40s. That sort of thing was, that sort of thing was not the most common. I think. Well, you know what I mean. It was probably common, but it was, like, also, like, yeah, society, am I right? Yeah. I'm assuming it's going to be that. I didn't even think of that possibility until you said it, but yeah. An Overwatch? What Overwatch reference? What? Are you... Okay. And then there is one more story that I wanted to... was thinking of getting another, like, ebook thing. Something coming in time that I wanted to get. Oh. Oh, Tracer. Oh, I forgot she was a fighter pilot because it kind of, like, doesn't really... Yeah, I don't know. She has, like, a couple lines that allude to it. And I guess, I mean, her outfit does take... She does have, like, the pilot's jacket, you're right. It's easy to forget that she's a fighter pilot, which is kind of sad. But what do I know? I don't even play Overwatch anymore. There is also one more one more book that I was considering getting, like an ebook. It's hold on, let me actually pull up. I have a browser page to pull up too, so I can read the whatchamahoosit it is this right here. So according to the synopsis, so it turns out I'm the reincarnation of an exiled goddess from another world. With things having gone sideways in that world, so they summoned me back to save the day. Discovery was very gender-affirming as a trans girl, but I do kind of have a life. So hopefully I can use all this power to get the job done quickly and go back to my girlfriends when it's done. Except I have no idea what I'm doing, so this might take a bit. Even with godly powers. Help. So, it's isekai, but it's... You know, it's a dorky girl protagonist instead of John Isekai with the short, scruggly brown hair and a god complex. So it's probably going to be better than like a good chunk of the isekai that I've been exposed to. Like I kind of just like I don't hate isekai as a genre. I hate isekai as a like the way it has manifested in modern society. I think there is so much more that could be done with the genre other than John Isekai gets hit by a bus and ends up a god. Or, you know, just like some creepy adventurer. HRT stands for help randomly theologized. That's a good one. That's a good one. Like, because isekai, like, by definition, isekai just means, like, you know, like the genre is just, like, you know, character gets sent to another world kind of thing. There are so many things you could do with that. And it always falls into, like, the same 5 things, it seems like. And maybe I'm wrong. I haven't seen that many, admittedly. Or heard of that many, admittedly. So maybe there's more. I hope there's more. I want interesting isekai. So this might be a fun read for that reason. And now that I'm done showing pictures for the time being, I'll move myself over here. But yeah, I don't know. Has anyone here been reading books lately? I think I asked earlier. I know Cass said they've been reading manga, but like, and it can be like books is books. It doesn't have to be like a Tom Clancy novel, obviously. I just talked about a short story that you... No, Array, I wouldn't. I don't even like fantasy that much. I can't call myself fantasy's strongest hater because I do like some fantasy setting. But like, I don't... I'm gonna be real. I almost fell asleep during one of the Lord of the Rings movies. Granted, they were the director's cuts, but still. Yeah. Like, I guess that's the thing is, like, the thing with a lot of what seems like, from my understanding, what ends up happening with a good chunk of isekais is that, like, the main character ends up overpowered and having, like, a harem. Like, it is very main character set. It tends to be, like, a lot of the ones that I seem to hear about, anyway, seem to involve the main character just ending up, like, the center of everything. And I'm sure there are isekai out there that subvert that, but, like, I explicitly, like, I write my lore trying to not be that. Like, the humanoid fighters are definitely... They are more effective than regular fighter jets in a variety of ways, but they do have their limitations, and they are not invincible. They are not impossible to best in air-to-air combat. And, you know, they have their own problems with how the military treats them and stuff. So it's like, and, you know, being made of earth materials, my firepower is not, what's the word I'm looking for? My firepower is restricted to whatever firepower is available to humanity at the time. The strongest thing I could possibly carry is a nuke. Even then, it would have to be like a tactical nuke. You know. You read Dracula a bit ago and started Blood Meridian. Interesting. I've not heard of Blood Meridian, but Dracula, that makes sense. That's on brand. You were reading a shonen wrestling series named Kinnikuman and a couple of miscellaneous Yuris. Fair enough. Hitting Leo with Collateral. Well, I forgot Leo had like an isekai thing going on. It's okay, I'm sure he'll make it more interesting than, like, 90% of isekais out there. I want to see more of his lore. He needs to write more lore. He needs to write more. Oh, hello, Reinba. You've been reading non-fictional stuff, mostly on game dev stuff. I'm stuff. The first book they make you read in Vampire 101. But yeah, no, like, I realized something when I started reading Gate to Kagoshima. I was thinking, like, man, you'd think it'd be easy for me to just, like, get through 15 pages a day of my textbook for studies. And then I realized that this book is, like, half the size of my textbook. Like, it is not even close. Like, lengthwise and height-wise. Widthwise is actually not that different, which is weird because I'm pretty sure this is like 200 pages fewer. So I guess it's just thinner pages. Which is also weird because these pages aren't that thick. But yeah, no. Blood readings like every content warning? Good to know. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, isekai stuff. Like I said, I don't like it annoys me when overpowered self-inserts exist, so I just try to avoid that. I know, I'm a Gundam Seed fan. Look, Kira wasn't that overpowered in the original Seed, okay? I still need to watch Seed Freedom. Seed Destiny was... Seed Destiny made me a bit angry. I can get why people don't like Seed Destiny. I think it had some cool parts, but a lot of it was just... Jesus, Yamato. Yes. A lot of Seed... So, without, like... How do I describe this without spoiling it for anyone who hasn't seen Seed Destiny, or who wants to see it? Seed Destiny basically made the returning characters from the original Seed not feel like the same characters. And that was frustrating. Oh my god, Cass. And also the main character didn't really grow that much. He was given opportunities to. He almost did a couple times. The worst part is he kind of ends up a little bit flanderized, in a sense, later on. Like, specifically, the Gundam he has for the first leg of the series is good. I mean, it's a Gundam, but it's not like he has to do a lot of pragmatic stuff. He has to constantly think on his toes and adapt to the situations as they change. Like, there's one part where he's trying to destroy this defensive emplacement, and as he is fighting the grunts standing guard around it, it starts to pack up and go into its little hatch. And if that hatch closes, he's not going to be able to destroy it. So he shanks one of the guards' mobile suits and then flings it into the hatch as it's closing, so it explodes and takes the gun with it. And it's like, that was genuinely cool. Like, that was like a really good example of like someone thinking on their feet. And like he does other things like that too. Like his, like the Strike, the Impulse Gundam is pretty modular. In fact, it's more modular than the Strike. And so sometimes he will use that to his advantage. He will like sacrifice a part to like give himself an opening to get a good hit in. And it's like, wow, that's really cool. You know what? This character kind of sucks, but he has some cool moments. And then he gets his upgrade, his mid-season upgrade, as is standard for any Gundam show. And he kind of just goes head empty. He goes from doing all of that, like, underhanded, indirect, kind of, like, adaptive fighting to just, I'm going to pull out the sword, and I am going to boost at the opponent, and I'm going to swing my big sword and they're going to explode because it's a big sword. And it's like, what happened? This doesn't feel like the same character. It's just, it was frustrating. And I heard the movie, I'm pretty sure the expectations for the movie are going to be pretty low too. Like I've heard even Seed fans didn't really like the movie. Like, one of my friends is like Seed's strongest soldier, and they hated the movie. So that's going to be interesting. I do want to watch it just for closure and just so I can browse Twitter and Blue Sky without having to worry about stumbling upon spoilers for it. But, you know, I don't know about y'all, but I have a bit of a problem where I can only remember things I don't want to remember. Or, well, I most consistently remember what I don't want to remember. Oh, something that... Oh, argument with someone. Oh, someone, you know, blocking me or whatever. Oh, someone, like, disturbing scene from a movie or show. I remember that clean as day. And that also extends to story spoilers. Like, I remember exact spoilers from like 10 years ago, but like I cannot fully summarize the plot of a show. Like, why brain do this? Why brain latch onto bad? Why brain latch onto what it doesn't want to latch onto? Why it work like that? You wish you stopped getting asked for horror movies and games. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I'm not really a horror person either. I like some psychological horror as a concept, but I haven't really like stumbled upon any media that... Does Doki Doki Literature Club count as psychological horror? Because I thought that was kind of interesting. Wow, my model really does not like me taking a sip of water. Like, what was that one? Where's that one image? Hold on. I need to, like... The don't do drugs body horror ads? Yeah! The, like, oh, here's someone with, like, half their throat missing. Don't smoke! Like, I get it. I think PSAs should be more blunt. Because some people just do not get it. But also, like, ugh. Where is that? I have an image. I'm gonna post it in memes on my server, and then I'm going to pull it up on stream. If I can find it. There it is. Like, one thing, like, DDLC reminds me of one thing with visual novels, like, that kind of frustrates me. I am not a visual novel person. I don't really like them. I'm sorry, I don't really like them. But why is this so accurate? Hold on, I gotta make this real big. Dude, check out my ironic VN. You play as a gender-bent Abraham Lincoln, and you date personified venereal diseases, and halfway through it becomes a horror game, and it seems like there's choices, but then a hurricane comes and wipes them from the screen. Dude, what the heck is wrong with you? Why do you hate dating sims so much? Flashback to 1995. Mom, please, I'm hungry. Piss off, kid, I'm playing Tokimeki Memorial. Like... Why is this accurate? Why can't Western visual novels just be normal? Like, it seems like, okay, I'm not saying there should, obviously, there's nothing wrong with making a deconstruction. There's nothing wrong with giving, like, a weird spin. Yeah, deconstruction, look inside, contempt for the genre. Yes. And also, yes, Cass, if they really hate him, why not make a book instead? I mean, I guess they wouldn't get YouTube exposure, but it's like, I don't like deconstructions, generally speaking. Like, I think a lot of the, like, really popular deconstructions just kind of feel like they're being edgy for the sake of edgy, from my experience. But I do think they have a place. And it kind of bugs me when people think they should just oversaturate a genre with them. Like, the superhero stuff, yeah, that's fair. Like, I don't like superhero, but I don't think every superhero... I don't think half of the superhero shows out there should be The Boys, you know? I think there should just be, like, legit superhero stuff. Like, even just, like, the pre-Marvel, more innocent stuff, you know? Like, I don't know, 80s Batman or something. You guys ever caught on the West End? Maybe, yeah. But, like, I feel like you could, like, put spins on them that aren't like that. I feel like you could spin that, like, add things to them that would make them appealing for Western audiences without just, like, turning the genre on its head. Where's the deconstruction of a deconstruction? Yeah. Okamurai Ryuki? Was that the one where, like, he was, like, beating people up and they would, like, explode or whatever? Or was that a movie? I think that might have been a movie. I just remember seeing, like, a trailer for it, like, posted on Twitter a while back. Yeah, no, I don't like deconstruction, but I think a well-done deconstruction can, like, serve a purpose. I refuse to watch Madoka, though. I guess that's the thing, is, like, with magical girls, right? The whole point of the magical girl genre, like, it's supposed to be uplifting, right? Why would you make something that is instead depressing? Hmm? Oh, that might have been Shin. That was just a retelling of the first one. I think that's what it was, Cass. I think you're right. I think you're right. But yeah, no, like, Northy, like, I don't like the superhero genre either, but, like I said, I don't know. I said that already. I'm repeating myself. Madoka-san. Oh, no, I'm sure it is. I just don't want to be depressed. And wasn't it, like, for a while after Madoka, like, that was, like, the hip new thing, was like, oh, check out my new depressing magical girl show. It's not, this ain't your mama's pretty cure. The way you feel that way about stuff that looks pretty being parodied in the... Oh, yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, like, oh, what if it were ugly? Like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Like, I have friends who have watched Madoka. Like, I could hit up any number of people and be like, hey, can we watch this? But I just... And that was what I liked with Magica Riot, was that it was very... That was one thing I liked with Magica Riot, was that it was very, like, you know, traditional magical girl. Like, it had a modern Western spin, but it was still traditional magical girl at the end of the day, and I think that should be, like, the kind of thing that people try to do with VNs more. Like, yeah, make it modern, make it Western, so, you know, you can get that Western audience, because, and, you know, you're a Westerner yourself. But, like, you don't have to, like, rip the genre template to shreds. Your art style's greasy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's fair, Northy. You can respect it. Yeah. Yeah. That's fair, Array. I don't like main characters being killed off. Like, if you kill off more than one or two main characters, I start to have a problem. But, no, I get it. But, you know, I watch Gundam, so I guess I'm not that shaken up by it, depending. I hate how often it's like, wow, that was my favorite character, you just exploded. Like, I'm tired of that happening. That happened, like, that happens in Gundam, and that happens to other stuff. Yeah, no, if someone does that to your, yeah, if someone parodies your stuff like that, Northy, I will blow them up. I was going to say more, but then I realized this is a stream and not a Discord call, so I probably shouldn't. And by blow them up, I mean I will write them a very scathing message. 555s and Blade kind of went in an edgier direction. But they... Oh, as far as Kamen Rider goes? That really dangs your Rampa. Yeah. I mean, like, at least with something like Danganronpa, you know what you're getting into. Your angle on superheroes is their aesthetic runs counter to transhumanism and respect for nature and conquest over them. Huh. Interesting. Oh, hello, Chrysalis. Nice to meet you. I don't think we have met. Have we? I am Tommy. 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. We were just talking about, like, media. We were talking about books earlier, now we're talking about, like, genres in general. Yeah, I think my disdain for superheroes kind of falls more into the, like, I don't like blatantly overpowered people. I say, watching Gundam. Have I heard of Mice and Men? I have. That is a name I recognize. I have not read it. I actually wouldn't even be able to tell you what it's about. Yeah, that's fair, Array. They don't exactly make most of the cast likable. Yeah, like, you know, that's fair, Cass. Like, funny enough, the superheroes I end up watching or I end up like liking the most conceptually are the ones that are like, oh, this is just like a super soldier, or oh, this is just like someone who has a, you know, like a suit, like a powered armor suit or something. Thanks, Claire. It has. We're mostly done talking about books now. We've just kind of moved on to general media. But hello. You were about to make a Mice and Men joke? Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm not very, like, classical literature oriented, unfortunately. Yeah, if they have a cool ability or personality, that's cool too. But yeah, like the Fantastic Four's backstory in particular bugs me. It's like, oh wow, I got hit by like space radiation and now I'm made of rock. Like, what? What? At least have your story make sense. Superheroes follow aesthetic beats. I see. I sort of see what you're getting at, because it's like the whole like, oh, only this person can save us thing. In some stories, it's just a shell. Oh, okay, that's still weird, but he just got a little crunchy from the radiation. That did that. Oh yeah, Flash is neat. Flash is neat. Without form, mechanism, or design. Yeah, I think, Northy, I think you had just described why I don't really like superpowers, generally speaking. Keyword scarring. Oh god. Like, I like the thing with Mecha is like, yeah, it's overpowered because it's got like a nuclear reactor and, you know, several high-powered beam cannons with the firepower of a battleship. Like, okay, that makes sense. That's kind of unrealistic, but it makes sense. I got bitten by a radioactive spider and now I can shot web. Does not make sense. Like, what? Your favorite Superman new construction? When I did a joke about all different types. Pink kryptonite. Okay, that sounds really funny, actually. Godzilla was designed to... Oh. That makes sense, but I did not know that. Oh. Oh dear. Let me go. Yeah, or like... We don't talk about the big... Magic-based heroes. Yeah, like at least with like magical girls, you've got like your little morpher, right? Or whatever they call it in Magical Girl. I call it a morpher like it's freaking Power Rangers, but you know what I'm talking about. The little device. Like, they didn't just wake up like that. Or... How to read a book? Huh. I might have to look into that. The way he... Ugh. I see, Northy. Huh. Some superheroes can be... certain bug-themed hero? Wait. What What bug-themed superheroes are there? Like, as far as, like, Western superheroes. Oh, Ant-Man? Magic has a mechanism far more consistent than most superheroes. That is true, because there's always, like, you know, the ancient, like, they're, like, people came up with, like, spells and scrolls, right? Oh, no, not Spider-Man, not Ant-Man. Blue Beetle? Punch Buggy Blue? Ladybug? Oh! Miraculous Ladybug. I never watched that, actually. Interesting. Wasn't that also a kid's show? That kind of makes sense. Then again, there are kids shows that don't do that, so I don't know. It also might not be a kid's show, but I'm pretty sure it is, right? Because it was on, like, Disney Channel or something, I thought? I don't know. I haven't watched, like, TV in a while. Hi, Gundam Lesbian. Oh, we were talking about books earlier, and now we're talking about, like, media and, like, portrayal of, like, magical girl and, like, superhero and all that sort of stuff. Also read Magica Riot, yes. Here to finish with Code Lyoko. I am so mad with myself for not watching Code Lyoko as a kid. Because now I'm like, wait, this show seems like it would have been kind of neat. But of course, you know, it was an old show on Cartoon Network. Good luck finding it now. I'm sure there's somewhere, but I'm not good at that. I was like, I should have watched it. I should have watched it. It was like with My Life as a Teenage Robot, which I did finally get to watch like a year or two ago now. It's like, why didn't I watch this as a kid? Small Tommy was stupid. Small Tommy had dog water taste. Like, and this is, I can even reflect this with like the Need for Speed soundtracks, because like Small Tommy had like maybe 2 or 3 songs on a given Need for Speed soundtrack that he liked. And nowadays, I'm like, just keep all of it on except for like maybe 1 song. You're mad you stopped watching Ninjago after Skybound came out because you missed peak television and Lego sets? Oh, it's like that meme of the guy like turning around, like the guy digging and he turns around right before he gets to the diamonds. Oh. And then the Gundam transformed. We do love combining robots in this household. Freaking, oh, I love a good stock footage transformation, whether it's a magical girl or a robot. Like, Transformers Cybertron. I don't care if half the show was stock footage. The stock footage was peak. I do not mind. Also, the soundtrack in that was banger. Like, it had no reason to go that hard. Like, I miss the Transformers adaptation so much. And one reason I miss them is because of their soundtracks. Their soundtracks were all really good. 18th or 19th season? Holy moly. Average Western TV show. Talking peak Lego themes to bring Monster Fighters to this day? Interesting. I don't know a lot about Legos. Legos are very expensive. I wanted to get like the Lego Ford Mustang, and it was like $80 or something. I'm just like, I could get like 3 games for that. And that's being like lenient. Like, that is assuming these are like higher end games I'm buying. Oh. I've heard of that. Wow, I haven't heard of that series in forever, actually. Huh. Yeah, I'll have to look into those. The 3 seasons were part of a sequel show. Oh, okay, that makes a little more sense. Hold on. I need to take a sip. So my model's gonna break. I'm sorry. This is why I don't do chatting streams more often instantly, because I have to run my Yap constantly. $80 on the chat. I can believe that. I can believe that, yeah. Cheaper than Mario Kart? True! I ascend every time. You know that meme where like SpongeBob's standing at the grill and he just like goes into the air on his back and starts glowing? Yeah, like that. Off model. Off model is oh, Thank you, Flair. I wasn't meaning to be self-deprecating with that, actually. I just meant, like, I'm talking constantly. Like, I'm not having to, like, shut up for the game or whatever. Your house is addicted to Lego. Fair. I have some Legos somewhere. But yeah, no, oh god. Now I'm just trying to imagine, like, squish frame, or, like, smear frame Tommy animation, what that might be like, or whatever it's called. Is it squish or smear? Or is it both? Are both applicable? You know what I'm talking about. Like, those frames where it's, like, a character is just stretched out, or has, like, 3 eyes or something because they're turning their head. Smear, yeah. Like, I remember, like, Zenless does that with its character models sometimes. They do, like, some weird, like, yoinky sploinky type stuff to have, like, kind of a cartoonish feel. Overwatch did it, too. Your back gets destroyed whenever you... Oh, because you're, like, having to hunch over? Yeah, that's fair. That makes sense. Yeah, I need to get stuff to make this model kit that I bought a couple years ago. Oh. Never mind. I don't... Wait, no, yes. Oh yeah, so on the topic of Gundam, I did watch G-Quux recently. I caught up to the 5 episodes that are out. I will go on a tangent about that in a second because I realized that that is going to open a can of worms. The model kit, I got the Buku from Gundam Seed. I love my little robot dog with tank treads. Like, it's just a little Scrungle beast. I thought G-Quux is interesting. I think I would appreciate it. Like, I have the benefit of being able to watch it with someone who's, like, really crazy about the UC timeline. So they will be like, oh, that's the character, you know, that's Scrungle Zombie or whatever. And I'll be like, they're like, oh, he, like, died in 5 minutes in the original series, but now they made him relevant. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. Or like, oh, this was, like, this played out this way in the original timeline. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. So I'm kind of along for the ride, admittedly, but it's still interesting. I don't really like the Gundam designs. I think that the Dom has a really cool design in this. Sad we only got to see it for 1 episode, but it is an absurd name. You're right, Bucket. Your favorite space Scrungle Zombie? Yes. Like, I don't know these people. Like, you could say, oh, that's like... You could say, like, oh, that's the, you know, this guy was, like, the demon of Space Madrid. And I'd be like, oh, okay, that's cool. Like, I will just, like, it will just bounce off of me. Notable Gundam fan who has barely watched UC. I've watched 8th MS Team and War in the Pocket, and both of them were pretty good, but they are also spin-offs. Gundam 79. Yeah, Gundam 79 is starting with Gundam 79 sounds fascinating. Scrungle Zombie, the demon of Space Madrid. Yes, yes. Bad pick for... Yeah, that's fair. That is fair, Cass. You could watch the original C. Or if you want something more ridiculous that also still tries to take itself seriously, there's Double O. Double O is fascinating. I enjoy it, but, like, wow. This guy sounds like mega evil. He does. Amuro better watch out. Scrungle Zombie is on the field. He's faster than Char. He's 6 times faster. But how does one turn a Gundam? Yeah. Well, you move the joystick. You know, like that? Yeah. Yeah, like I said, the DOMs are really the only ones that I liked so far. They... What's that one? I'm just remembering the mobile suits described with Dracula photos, like... Perksy... Like... Perks ate his ass up or whatever. Just like, what did they completely scrunglified the there I go with Scrungle again, but they completely scrunglified the RX-78. Like, what? A dude had a 10. I hope this just becomes an in-joke now. I should post on Twitter about Scrungle Zombie and see what kind of traction it gets. I should open Blue Sky right now and post it. Hold on, actually. Scrungle Zombie, the demon of space Madrid. He's even faster than Char Aznable. Is it Aznable or Aznable? I always get mixed up on which syllables to emphasize. He has a 10-pack and flies faster. Yeah. There we go. First ever witnessing me post something on Blue Sky in real time while I'm streaming. Crazy. That is a fascinating name. Gundam character names really are just like that, aren't they? Like they will just name their characters the most off-the-wall stuff. Yeah, tell me no more. Yeah. That's not a real name. Well, I think it's technically an alias, but yeah. But then you've got like the aliases that the Gundam Meisters come up with, right? In 00, you've got Setsuna F-Seiei, Lock-on Stratos, Alleluia Haptism, and Tierra Arde. Like, Gundam names are wild. I felt like Seed's names weren't... Actually, wait, what am I talking about? Seed had the likes of Athra Nzala and Luna Maria Hawk. Like, those names are nothing to sneeze at. That's awesome, Flare. Like, also, someone said... I think... Oh, no, I've talked about Luna Maria on stream before, that's right. God, I remember freaking... I was trying to, like, come up with... So, I was trying to train someone at my workplace a couple months ago. Oh my god, hi. I was trying to, like, come up with, like, sample cases for some of, for the person I trained to, like, practice writing notes off of. And I just ended up coming up with, like, 4 Kidsified Gundam Seed names. I came up with, let's see, Kira York, Arthur Zimmerman. I was talking with someone about this as well. We were, we also came up with Lacey Klein, Isaac, Derek, Mary Ramsey. Like, huh? What? I did. Wow. Insert cyberpunk theme, I guess. Oh my god, those memes of like where it gets cut off at just the right time. You cut off your comment? Let's see if it's on live chat. Oh, yeah. I repeated a few times. Oh. Well then. I did not realize what I said. Oops. Yeah, Luna Maria Hawk is a trans femme name, for sure. Goes crazy. She's even got, like, the pink hair. Perfect. She's a perfect fit. I'm sure there's at least one fanfic about this. YouTube caught your tongue. Yeah. Sure did. Show enough. I don't know why I suddenly turned southern for a second there. Sometimes I just do that, which is weird. Because there's not a southern bone in my body. I was born north of the Mason-Dixon. Why is there... Oh. That's my chibi plane. It's an accessory because I'm based on the F-14D Super Tomcat. Like, my wings even fold out, see? Oh my god, this chat is going places and I'm here for it. That is not the thing that controls me. It's basically just a glorified hairpin. Anti-head pat defense. My Starscream? Oh, I'm Starscream? No. Well, for one, I'm not evil. I'm not nearly evil nor conniving enough to be Starscream. But no, basically, so like, I guess I get to pull up my ref sheet. So like, have you ever heard of Kantai Collection or Azur Lane? More so, Kantai Collection is the vibe that I was going for. Where did I put? My ref sheet is never where I think it is. It's always here. It is. Yeah, here we go. Here's a full look at the model. See, I got like the plane assembly on my back, and I got the landing gear stilettos and stuff. That would have been an awesome name change to have. Yeah, you're right, you're right. You're so real for that. But yeah. That's also why I have these. Full of jelly beans. I mean, I guess you could keep jelly beans in the chibi plane, maybe. Wait, what if inside the canopy, like, what if you could just like open up the canopy and there's just like a bunch of those icebreaker mints in there? That'd be, you know what? That's one headcanon I'd be okay with. Now I want icebreakers. It's been too long. Anti-head pat event. Well, the thing is, I actually quite like head pats, so I will have to take the chibi plane off at some point. I mean, I guess you could do like the thing where like you stroke like the side of the hair, like in some of those GIFs that you see get posted, but yeah. Does it dance like a... There's no gremlins. How would they even fit? It's not that big. I am still the height of like a normal human. Back of the head pat. That too. Opening up the chibi plane canopy and downing the entire thing. Real. Oh, see ya, Bucket. Yeah, we're not gonna be going like super long today. It's probably gonna be like another, honestly, the way my throat is feeling, probably like another like 20 minutes tops. A sucker pat? I guess so. A little, okay, what kind of game are we talking here? Because if it's like Jigsaw, then no. That's not what's... A donkey? 3 sentences and you should guess what you would write in a horror script? Cass, don't say that. Why would you say that, Cass? 3 sentences and you should get... Sure. I could try. There's a little Amuro in there who squeaks out quotes like, "You hit me! Not even my father hit me!" When you drew that visor thing, you imagine it being assembled from the chibi plane? Oh! Interesting. That's a cool idea. Huh. I imagined them as 2 separate items, but... I do still want to get art of the... Combat loadout is next on the art list, I think. I need to finally get that done. But before I do that, I do have... Like, it's going to be a bit because I did get a commission a bit ago, like last month, I guess. And it's finally almost ready. I actually got a colored sketch today. So within the next... The deadline did have to be extended for 2 more days, but that just means that pretty much by the end of the weekend it should be ready to go. And I hope you all like it when the time comes. I will be posting it on Blue Sky and in my Discord. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody! Yeah, I just figured I wasn't wearing the chibi plane because it was the combat loadout and not the... Like, I always associated the chibi with more of, like, a casual thing. If that makes sense. Like, semi-casual. Like, informal. But not, like, street clothes. I do have art of my street clothes. I don't think everyone here has seen it, so I'm going to pull it up for y'all. Coincidentally drawn by Layer. Let me change the height before I re-enable the Souths. Because this is actually really big. I think the most is based on black. Yeah, based on the canopy. Yeah! Well, it's still... Well, regardless of what you intended, it's cool, okay? But yeah. Here's... These are my street clothes! Gosh, this was so long ago now, too. You can redo it a bit? You could. If you want. No pressure. Yeah, it's very... Yeah. Let's see, what did Chrysalis write? 3 years ago. Good lord. Little insane. Thing. You know, minus the green part. I feel like I should know what that is. Like, that sounds familiar, but I can't quite place it, Chrysalis. The street creature. The streetcher, if you will. Hold on. I have... While I have my art folder open, I can show the combat thing, the visor mock-up that we were talking about as well. It's here. Which, yeah, I can kind of see how that would, like, unfurl from it, yeah. You won't know what it... Yeah, I don't know. The locking their sister in a basement just makes me think of that Toho character. But interesting. I don't know if I could guess what you would write in a script, but... Freaking everybody queuing this. What? What? What do you mean by this, Cass? Idea in your head. Hey, we all get unhinged ideas. The answer is in 2. Oh, the answer is 2? Oh, I had to guess which one of them I would... Oh, okay. Or which one of them you would... Okay, I understand. Whoopsie. And now I'm just looking through my art folder. Yeah, sorry, my brain's a little split right now. You'll have to forgive me. Where is... not that one. I think one other thing I want to do is get, like... So, I had... Oh, good lord, this is gigantic. Friend is at the Eorzea Cafe in JP sending you shoe bill pics. It's a good day. Oh no. See you, Flair. One thing I do want to get, as far as like a proper alt for my model in the future, is I did actually get... I am resizing it because it's feckin' massive. I did actually get Race Queen art a while back. And I do kind of want to get, like... a proper, like... I would love to actually have this outfit as, like, an alt outfit someday. Yeah, see ya, Flair. Featuring my whip from, Underground 2. Going on. What's the Heisei era? Because I've heard that mentioned a couple times recently, and I don't know what it is. Yeah. Wow, this was a bit ago by now that I think about it. It's been a few months. Not 3 years, but definitely a few months. I'm extremely happy with this, though. I think it turned out great. Like, look at that. Yes, Cass. Missiled. Old Godzilla. Oh, okay. I understand. Yeah, you know, I was listening to the other day I was reminded of the Mother Brain theme from Super Metroid, and I realized, wait a minute, this is just like kaiju movie soundtrack. Like, this would fit right in like a Godzilla game. Funny enough, I was reminded of it because I was rewatching a narration of the NES Godzilla creepypasta, and I got their jump scares. But I did not see the new Godzilla teaser. No, I don't really keep up with kaiju movies. Kaiju movies and disaster movies kind of make me uncomfortable, so I don't really watch them. I watched Pacific Rim. Yeah, you get it, Reinbach. I'll play another Metroid game one of these days. I need to play Prime 2 and Prime 3. Stretching, sorry. I need to play Prime 2 and 3 so I can play 4 when it comes out. Although, wait, it's going to be on the Switch too. That'll be a while. But I really liked Metroid Prime 1. I thought it was pretty fun. And, like, especially knowing the Switch 2 has, like, the whole, you can use the controller as a mouse thing. Like, that's awesome, actually. Yeah, the Pacific Rim sequel was... yeah. I don't know what the heck they did. They really botched it. It had a couple cool ideas, but the execution just wasn't very good. Like, that's the thing. I am willing to give media the benefit of the doubt that, like, even if the execution was dog water, they at least have, like, some good ideas. Yeah. Hearing Kamen Rider for a short time. Yeah, Cass is the resident Kamen Rider expert, I think. I don't really know a lot about it. I know stuff from, like, the couple series that I've watched with Cass and a couple other friends of ours, and that's about it. Whereas Cass is just, like, naming all these shows and characters and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. What was I gonna say? Did I miss anything? Let me scroll back up a bit. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything in chat. Okay. A Ninjago Dragon Rainbow. Oh, that's cute. I have a lot of plushies. A good chunk of them are Pokemon. I've got, like, Eevee, Minccino, Plusle, Minun, Chespin. I have a Daisy plush as well. Like Princess Daisy. Best princess, by the way. I will not be taking argument. I will not be taking any questions on that. So as for next week, what the heck? Oh, sorry. Some noise outside. Someone was walking the dog, and the leash rope, like, scraped along the wall and made a funky noise. I don't know if that got picked up or not. Kamen Rider Drive? I haven't heard of that one. Someone's going to fight you about the Daisy claim. I will fight, and I will win. Yeah, alright, so as far as the coming week goes, as far as streams and whatnot, I'm gonna attempt Yakuza on Thursday. Hopefully I can actually do it this time. And then I'll probably have more Pokemon Go commentary with Charles on Monday, I suppose. So more just like standard stuff. I do not like horror movies. I am way too squeamish and jumpy for them. But yeah, I'm probably not gonna do a chatting stream the week after next. I might, but I might not, just because, like, I do still want to... Like, the whole reason I went to one stream a week for a bit was to, like, try to get more studies done, and I still need to get more studies done. So, although, I mean, with the afternoon chatting being, like, maybe with the afternoon chatting being on the shorter side, it won't be so bad. Like, I could just... I'll see. I'll feel things out. But I can say that I'm going to be streaming Thursday evening again. Eastern time. Other than that, I've kind of run out of things to talk about, I must admit. So I don't know, like, does anyone have questions for me while we're here? So I don't know. I guess we could do, like, a quick little Q&A if anyone even has any Qs. Weird way to put it, but you know. What TV shows do I watch? I haven't really been watching many lately. if anime counts, I've watched like, I mean, look, I've been watching some like tokusatsu stuff like Sentai and Kamen Rider, or Super Sentai and Kamen Rider in a group watch with friends, and we've also been watching like some old like mecha shows and the original Pretty Cure. So if those count, then that's what I'm watching. But as far as like stuff on like Amazon and what, oh, and also G-Quux, as previously mentioned. But as far as like Western TV, I haven't really watched any lately. We also don't have cable anymore, so you know. My primary combat weapon loadout, Vulcan, and I mean it's a mix of like the Vulcan, Sidewinder heat-seeking missiles, and Phoenix radar-guided missiles. The exact ratio of missiles depends. I can also, but that's the primary loadout. Paveways can be brought along for anti-surface operation. I have not watched Breaking Bad. I don't really want to. What's your favorite mobile suit? Freedom Gundam, Virtue Gundam, the Buku, if that counts. Heavy Arms, the movie version. Trying to think. I actually have taken a liking to the basic Gym, or like the Gym and its variants. I blame Gundam Evolution for that. Trying to remember what else. I know there's more. Oh right, Gundam X or Double X, either one, I guess. I mean, I like them both. I need to watch the show associated with them, but aesthetically, I think they're peak. There's a bit of a trend with my favorites, isn't there? Or at least as far as like the Gundams go. I'm trying to remember which other like ones that I've actually perceived properly. But yeah, I mainly like the screen wipers, I must admit. A Chibi Miku standee. Aww. But yeah, no, I don't really want to watch Breaking Bad, admittedly. Like, isn't it like actually a really dark and depressing show? Like, it's not just meme. Like, it's not, you know, it's not all memes. Like, there's the memes, but it's mostly just like really gritty stuff. Like, I mean, the premise of it alone is pretty gritty. Pretty gritty. Trying to think. I know one show that I did like back in the day was Psych. The one about the detective who fakes being a psychic. I thought that was a fun little twist on the usual crime drama slop. Yeah, exactly, Northy. That is... which I think that comment actually got eaten by... you'd have to switch to live chat to see it, but... A lot of cathartic things too. I see. Like, I will never... I must admit, I don't really have interest in, like, John Wick and stuff like that. Because I don't really like revenge flicks or what have you. Like, there's a lot of those too, I've noticed. I can be extremely picky about my media, I must admit. Like, that's part of the reason I don't watch more, and also just, like, motivation. Like, I need to be in the right headspace, because I don't want to watch something if I'm just gonna forget half of it because I was zoning out, you know? I, the Beholder. Huh? Wait, what? Is that a show, or...? Actually, I'm actually slightly confused, I'm sorry. Yeah, John Wick does seem like head empty as far as that kind of movie goes. We love yawning at 3 in the afternoon. Happy time. Hi, Suave. I love that YouTube does that. Like, just it's weird how YouTube just like sometimes decides it's going to do the parentheses thing with people's names, but like most of the time don't. Oh, personal taste. Right, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I understand. Okay, it was a pun. Alright, sorry. Laptop charger still dead. Oh, okay, that's... Yeah, I need a good pilot episode. Oh, that might be interesting to watch that much at least. I did watch the pilot of Battlestar Galactica. I need to actually get around to watching the proper series. Series proper, whatever. Because I thought at least as far as the pilot goes and like the scenes I've seen from other people watching it, I think BSG has like really cool presentation because like it feels more like what you'd expect from sci-fi, I guess. Like the stuff feels weighty, I guess, as far as the combat goes. That's fair, Zelia. Hi, Clanka. But yeah, like, and like the soundtrack is really good too. I'm a sucker for taiko drums. I was surprised how much diddling there was, though. That was a little jarring. I forgot this was the Sci-Fi Channel. This was American television in like 2003. But aside from that, I thought it was pretty cool and interesting, and I do want to watch more of it. Oh, you just have it, huh? But like, yeah, I don't know. I was also, I will say the Cylon fighters look a little goofy though. Like, why are they just flying Cylon heads? I mean, I guess it makes sense, but that'd be like if the automaton gunships in Helldivers just had like the glowing eyes on the top or whatever. Like, it'd be silly, you know? But, you know, I know it's also a reboot of an old series, so they probably wanted to try to, like, keep some of the vibes the same. But yeah. I think... I feel bad because I know Clanka just got here, but I think I need to wrap up shortly just because my voice needs a bit of a break. Oh, you fixed it? You did fix it! Yay! So like I said, I'll be streaming Thursday. I will probably be doing... there's a good chance I'll be doing Pokemon with Charles. Schedule will be posted in the Discord as always, and on Blue Sky. Other than that, yeah, I think I'm out of steam. Sorry this was a little short, even as far as chatting streams go. I miss it too again. I am on YouTube, the VOD is there. But, yeah, I need to not push myself too hard. So thank you all for tuning in. I hope you have a lovely rest of your weekend. I will see you again next week. And yeah, if you're following my Blue Sky or Discord, I will be posting that art as soon as I get the final product. Also, yes, VOD watchers can leave questions in the comments. But yeah, until next time, bye-bye, Avian. Sorry.